Most people decide to start a business and eventually start making money. It's so easy to get caught up in the growing your business phase until you have no time to think about the legal aspect of your business. I get it. However, not thinking about your legal structure can cost you. It can cost you your house, your car, your money in your bank account. If you noticed, I just named out personal assets. Well, how in the world can my business cause me to lose my personal assets that I worked so hard for? Well, if you aren't operating as an LLC and you get sued, your personal assets may be up for grabs. My name is Sierra Stanberry, and I help small businesses make smart decisions today to build lasting wealth tomorrow. In this video, I will discuss what an LLC is, when to become one, and provide guidance step by step to form an LLC so your personal assets won't get confiscated. An LLC or limited liability company provides the luxury of protecting your personal assets such as personal bank accounts, house, cars, etc. as I mentioned at the beginning of this video. Plain and simple, if there's a legal battle or bankruptcy, your personal assets are protected. So, if Susie decides to come sue your business, guess what? She can't come after any of your personal assets. If she does, be confident to tell her to kick rocks. She doesn't stand a chance. So, when should you become an LLC? If you are a startup with no revenue, wait until you start making revenue. At what amount of revenue should you consider setting up an LLC? I'm sure that question was coming. Once you hit $50,000, it's time to put your serious face on and think about an LLC. At that time, tax benefits can really start kicking in. So if I sold you on setting up an LLC or even thinking about setting up in your near future, you've lucked up because I am about to take you through the process of setting up an LLC step by step. Step number 1, choose your business name and register it. Usually when you choose your business name, it will go through the state to make sure the name is not already taken. You should be proactive and search your chosen name to make sure it's not taken before you register. You can do this by going to your Secretary of State website and going to business search. Please make sure to include LLC at the end of your business name when registering. Most states require this if forming an LLC. If you are wanting to do business in other states other than your primary state, it may be a good idea to trademark your name. The last thing you will want to do is get down the line and have to rename your business because someone else took it. Step number 2. Select a registered agent. I like to think of a registered agent as being kind of like a mailman. They take delivery of your legal documents and deliver it to the appropriate person ASAP within the business. You may be asking yourself, do I have to pay someone to be my registered agent? Nope, not necessarily. Typically, you don't have to pay someone to be your registered agent as long as you are 18 and up and you have a physical address within your state. So guess what? You are the registered agent. Very few states may not allow this, so check with your state to confirm. Now, there are situations where a business owner would hire someone to be their registered agent. One of those reasons is when they have a home-based business and they don't want their home address as public record. Step number 3, file articles of organization. The articles of organization, sometimes called certificate of organization, are filed with the state to officially become an LLC. The information provided on this form is usually the business name and address, the purpose of the business, the name of the registered agent, and signature of an LLC member, to name a few. Let me make a disclaimer. You may hear me say member. Owners of a business are called members in an LLC. All right, so the article of organization can be filed online in the majority of states at the same website you searched your business name in step 1. The price ranges anywhere from $50 to $200 depending on your state. The processing time varies by state. It could be instant or up to a few weeks before it's approved. Once you receive the certificate of formation from the state, congratulations, you are officially declared an LLC. Step number 4. Create an operating agreement. Now, creating an operating agreement isn't required, but I would highly recommend you have one. I think of this operating agreement kind of like a prenup in marriage. Everything goes great until it doesn't, and if you don't have an operating agreement, there's nothing to fall back on to minimize the chaos. This agreement should list out the members' responsibilities, members' contributions, and ownership interests, as well as the business structure, just to name a few. It will behoove you to also add what happens if you add or subtract a member, and how profits will be split among all members. This agreement is highly recommended to be completed at the beginning of doing business, so it won't go under the waters once the business picks up. As mentioned before, since this document isn't required by law, you don't have to file this with the state. This is just for your records, and keep it somewhere safe until the time arrives when it's needed. This step is probably the most difficult, but it doesn't have to be. You can save hundreds, if not thousands, by going to websites like Law Depot instead of hiring a lawyer. Law Depot makes it easy by having you answer the needed questions such as choosing your industry, registered state, etc., which auto-populates into a standard agreement. I've conveniently placed the link below this video if you choose to go this route. My husband and I have used this for all of our businesses, and I think it's pretty good. Step number 5, get an EIN. Now that you are official, you can apply to retrieve your EIN from the IRS for free. EIN stands for Employer Identification Number. You can apply for your EIN by going to the IRS website. Just Google IRSN and you should see the IRS link to apply. This number acts the same as your Social Security number. It's essentially a number that helps identify your business for the good old tax season. Usually banks will ask for this when setting up a business bank account too. Step number 6, set up a business bank account. Set up a business bank account. For the love of whatever your love is, set up a business bank account. Do not commingle funds. Mixing personal and business funds is a headache for your tax preparer and accountant. Not only that, but your hard-earned or saved money that's commingled with your business revenue is up for grabs if you're sued, even if you are an LLC. I've warned you multiple times in this video. Set up a bank account. The courts will waste no time trying to differentiate between your business asset and personal assets. While this video is giving steps on how to form an LLC, the process may change slightly depending on your state. Always check with your state to make sure it aligns. At this point, I'm hoping you are ready to make the next steps with forming an LLC. One thing is for sure, protect your personal assets at all costs, and forming an LLC does just that. I know it can seem like a big step, but it will benefit you as your business grows. Forming an LLC is just a start. There are some things to keep in mind once forming an LLC to stay compliant. Those are filing taxes, renewing licenses or permits if applicable, holding member meetings and taking notes, updating the state on change of address or anything else that changed about your business, filing an annual or biannual report every year between January 1st and April 1st to keep your LLC active. If you do not comply, you could be at risk for some hefty fines as well as possible suspension of your business. Also, your business may need to get a business license and/or permit in order to operate in your state, city, or county. Almost every business will need some type of business license. The requirements will vary by state. I hope this video was helpful. As always, like, comment, and subscribe so that I know it was helpful. My name is Sierra Stanberry, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.